Welcome back to the weekly news roundup. This is the Evil Tech edition. Before we jump on in, I want to highlight my affiliate today. We're looking at A2 hosting. This is where I have all my websites, all my clients' websites hosted at. And I love their services. And the more you buy up front, the cheaper it becomes, which is a great deal. You can get started on basic shared hosting for to start like $3 a month. I think you can buy up to 3 years of that at a time. And then after that, it'll be like $9 a month. I like them because they have free SSLs, very easy to manage. When you call them, you actually get somebody that you can actually understand from your country of origin there. And it's a great service overall. Very pleased with them. I've been with them now for a couple of years. Have a look at my affiliate link down there in the description. So the first smart tech, or is that evil tech, whatever it happens to be, Skullcandy is doing their wireless earbuds with built-in tile tracking. So if you remember Tile is this, it's like I think it operates maybe on Bluetooth. I forget exactly how it operates, but it's basically a tracking protocol. It's going to perpetually track the thing, which is really great if you lose your earbuds and you're looking to find them, but it's really bad for the fact that, hey, there's a company that now is tracking every single thing that you do. I don't know if I'm really interested. For Bluetooth headphones, between $60 and $100 are actually not too bad. These are 6-hour battery life with additional 34 hours in the case. We have another 6 hours. His ones are 100. So basically 6-hour use on each of these guys with just with some better cases or worse cases. So between $60 and $100 for some new tile-enabled Bluetooth headphones. I don't really want any of my devices on tile. I mean, sure, I get they're expensive. I'd rather risk losing it and have the responsibility rather than have a big tech company following me around everywhere I happen to be going. All right. Next, we have there was a, is it Qatar? I think it's Qatar, how we're pronouncing that. Qatar had a mandatory contact tracing app. So the idea here is we're going to track everybody. Everybody's got to have this app on your device. Yeah, this is a point in time if you're over there. Leave your phone at home. I forgot my phone, officer. I don't know where it is. But they had a mandatory contact tracing app with a big security flaw that exposed personal data of more than 1 million users. Now, of course, remember, contractor, don't worry. We're doing this with privacy in mind. It'll just leak out your name and your address and your phone number and everything else about you and basically all this information. Now, as soon as they discovered this, they were alerted to this from a security lab, from Amnesty's computer security lab. They did make the change within a day, but still over 1 million private data points were exposed due to this hack. This is why I want nothing to do with this kind of stuff. Just no. We have too much technology and tracking and all this kind of stuff is put in here as it is. We don't need any more of it. This is a big problem, and I'm happy and content not using any of these. So with that, let me know. Definitely a frightening thing, though. All right. Nero. So this one poses a fun question. A couple weeks ago, we talked about how CVS, I think it was UPS, was using drones working with CVS to deliver prescriptions. And I remember I made the fun joke, the CVS drones flying over with the prescriptions, and now you got the new street thugs, blowing them out of the sky and running away with the prescription drugs. I see a new black market coming, is basically what I'm saying. So now it begs the question, would you like your prescriptions delivered via drone or via autonomous vehicle? Which one is actually better for the security of your pharmaceuticals being delivered? Because we can imagine, we might see some drone hunters in these cities that are experimenting with it, pull, and then go fetch the medications. Or maybe you're just, maybe these guys will just kind of jump out of a tree, spray paint all the cameras at once, throw aluminum foil over this little car and take it off home and bust into it and get all the prescription medications out. So we talked about these little devices before. It's basically, they were originally being tested between, was it an Albertsons maybe or something? where they were basically used for last mile grocery delivery. If you live within a few miles of the store, they could pack up all these groceries, send them on down the road at like 15, 20 miles an hour. They get to their destination, you come out, and it will serve just the groceries relevant to your house and address. Well, Nero is partnering with CVS to deliver prescriptions in Houston with this same exact device. So the idea is that the little drone will come by and deliver your drugs here. So would you rather have a drone deliver your pharmaceuticals, or would you rather have an autonomous vehicle deliver your pharmaceuticals? If you happen to be a kingpin of some roaming street gang, which would you rather they do to make it more accessible for you to do nefarious things with the payload and cargo? Let me know about what you guys think about those ideas down below. Now, we have a couple Google stories here. So Google has been talking lately about this multi-platform chat app. Remember, they're killing out Google Hangouts and other services, integrating them all into this, which is a progressive web app, a PWA. And the fun catch to this right now, the PWA requires you to use Chrome. So, you want to use our amazing new Google services? You got to have Chrome for this. It's like, this is screaming for an antitrust. Now, I believe that they did say in here that they are looking to support other browsers in the future. Yeah, way in the future, because they want everybody on Chrome. And so when you're using these types of services and systems, the good news is you can get Chrome on everything if you have to have these. The bad news is there's a lot of people that just don't want to use Chrome because they're concerned about what Google might be doing behind the scenes. And that's actually a worthy thing of consideration, that Chrome collects massive amounts of data, and with the massive amounts of data, we don't know what they're doing. In this case here, they said you have to have Chrome installed in the computer. It has to be able to be opened. It does not have to be your default web browser. So as long as it's on your system, then you're going to use Chrome for the progressive web app portion, but you do not have to use it for, you don't have to be using Chrome as your main browser. They are looking to support other browsers down the road, and you need Chrome version 73. So, no, fortunately I don't use Google services as it is, so for whatever that's worth. But with all that being said, this is kind of, for me, no thank you. No thank you. And on to our last story for today. Google confirms a new confirmation for a voice print. So if you want to verify with a voice print prior to purchasing something through your Google account, you can now turn this on. So you have new setting options. Verify it's you before paying, and then you can confirm with a voice match. This is an interesting thing, and even an interesting time to be rolling this out when obviously we can get voice patterns of people with phone calls or things like that. I think a lot of companies are thinking this is the latest new technology, and so some of these big tech, like big finance firms, are requiring you to do voice match stuff. It's like, no, I don't want you to do that kind of stuff. Let's figure out a different protocol, especially when we are at a time when it's becoming easier and easier to deep fake a voice conversation. You remember seeing some of those things coming out. Well, now when it's available to get your voice, to get deep fake voice prints coming out, particularly for more public figures, now we're turning on the ability to confirm it with a voice match. You're just opening up a greater area of hacking. So it is like we said, it's under a new setting here. So we have our payments and security section, and basic delivery address, payment methods, and then verify its you. So you have to toggle on the verify, and then you can confirm with a voice match or confirm with a fingerprint or face. I have a better, more secure solution. Don't use these services, and don't be using your phone to buy things. The best thing, walk around with a little bit of cash in your pocket, folks. Walk around with a little bit of cash. That would be the way to go. Let me know what you guys think of this. Is this something that you find interesting? Is this something you find useful? Or is this something that you're like, no, this is just a security hole waiting to happen? How long before we're actually going to see this being exploited in the wild? Definitely it's something to think about, for sure. Obviously, there's ways to secure it a little bit better, but nevertheless, I'm a little uncomfortable with this one. Let me know what you guys think. So thanks for coming along, and have a look. Leave any comments and such down below.